Today, before going to work, yes, Luna, I've already cuddled you like twice. She's very needy in the mornings. I've already cuddled you twice. I'll come back later. Anyway, so what I was trying to say is that today I'm going to attempt to accomplish one of the recipes that I got from my mom for Virgo. Breakfast cookies, basically, which there's a whole lot of stuff to it, but I got all the stuff on Saturday when we did groceries. Just kind of now getting around to actually putting it all together, so we're gonna see how it goes. Pretty much a decent amount of stuff that goes into putting them together. Flour, cinnamon, got nutmeg, sugar, butter, salt, baking soda, eggs, bananas, oatmeal, chocolate chips, and then I'm supposed to have just a mix of dried fruit, but I couldn't find it anywhere. I tried Kroger, and like all over Kroger, and I tried looking through Walmart, and there was nothing even in like the organic stuff. Just everything was individual fruits, and then the individual fruits they had were all like chunks and stuff, like big old like slabs or like half pieces of peaches and crap like that. So I ended up just going with straight up raisins for this time. But I usually kind of like the breakfast cookies, and I haven't tried them in forever. So I'm gonna attempt it and see how it goes. See. So we are cheap people, and of course we don't have like a proper sifter. So I'm sitting here taking forever to sift through the flour and everything mixture, because I'm having to use the little like rice strainer for the rice maker there, which is basically just meant to drain the water. So it's working, but it takes forever. And I was supposed to sift this 3 times. This is sift number 2, because I just did each ingredient individually as I measured them initially. So just 2 more times, and then it would be good, but it's taking a while. Because it's literally just like the bottom that sifts, the rest of it is sealed. But hey, at least I have something to sift with, so at least it's working, but it's taking a while. Anyway, check in later. So 45 minutes later, because I started this around 11 and finished just a couple minutes ago, we have the first batch of cookies in the oven. I have 1 large cookie pan and 1 medium one in there. So we're, I think, with it being kind of soupy compared to regular, like average dough, I'm doing maybe a dozen at the moment, but there's still a bunch left, because this is supposed to make like 3 dozen, but I think it may make more considering the consistency it is, but it is kind of thickening a bit. But anyway, so yeah, this is the final dough mixture. I ended up adding a little bit extra raisins and chocolate chips in there, because it didn't seem like there was enough to really go around when I mixed it in there, and that's kind of what makes the cookies. So. But other than that, it actually didn't go too bad. It was a little intense with all the different stuff I had to do to mix everything together, especially considering I'm pretty sure that this was meant to be used with like the KitchenAid like mixer, but no, we don't have that, so beat everything by hand, including creaming the butter and sugar together, which was interesting, but that actually ended up being really easy. So yeah, and there's only a couple minutes left before the first bit of cookies will be ready to come out, and hopefully they turn out decent, since I've never actually attempted the recipe myself before. But we'll see. It smells pretty good. It smells right, even though we're kind of missing the remainder of the dried fruit, but hopefully it works well with just the raisins, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I will update more when they're finished. This batch was finished the moment I finished the last clip there, but this is the first pan done. They're a little thin, but not as bad as I was kind of expecting them to come out, because they look really, really small and thin when I first put them in there. But they look kind of promising. So, yeah. Now I just gotta let them cool off and then do another batch and keep going and hopefully finish up before I have to go to work in a couple of hours. Should be fine though, but we'll see how many batches this ends up taking. Anyway. Ones were looking kind of like tiny and sad when I first went to put them in. I tried making the second pan with a little bit bigger dollars of dough, and I have made monster cookies. Especially this one. It's ridiculous. It's like the size of the palm of my hand. That's